Well, it was entertaining for both teams.
We're live on audio and video there, so whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready, guys. Y'all hear us?
Yeah,
Reed, can you start us off?
we got you. She just want us to start.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any way to unmute y'all.
Kim, just give us your thoughts on that wild finish. I guess we'll start there.
Oh, first of all, we're very lucky to have won the game, but you know what? You create your own luck. Had we not won the game, I still would have been proud of the effort that was given with that group on the floor the last 5 to 10 minutes. They fought really hard to try to make things positive or make positive things happen to put yourself in a position to win. Um, they played their little 3-2 zone. They hadn't played that in 2 years. I thought it was outstanding. We, in the first quarter, got outscored. What was it? 24 to, I don't know what it was, but we were down 11, I think. But you can't, when people play you a zone and you get wide open looks and you can't nail a shot, that rim gets a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. So what do? You got to be able to dribble penetrate. You got to have some athleticism about you to push the ball in the open floor. You got to screen the zone. And I think we just got in the rut of one pass, one shot. And we got second half, we fought really hard, made some changes in the lineup, and won the game on a last second shot, basically.
Just how good was that for your team to have to struggle and find a way this early in the season to kind of test your mettle?
Well, I don't know about good. I'm one of these coaches that I like to win, and we did win. So that was the good part. Lots of teaching. I'm still observing, guys. I'm sitting over there on the sideline, cool as a cucumber, because I'm trying to figure out now that I've got them all out there, who can I play? Miracle's finally been cleared, but she's out of sync. So I'm still learning about my team because it's a case of I've got numbers. I got people I can put in there, and it was a good game for me to watch and observe and learn a little bit about some of them.
Kim, can you hear me?
I can.
Mike Scarborough. Michaela Williams, 0 for 12 in 23 minutes. Is that never seen anything like that from her? What might she be like in a post game after that?
Well, I just spoke to my team, and I mentioned that as I did other things that happened. Turnovers, they scored 13 points in the first half off of turnovers and transition. Talked to them about good and bad. This game has the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. But guess what? You forget about it and you move to the next game. And our next game is against a Final Four opponent. And you just have to flush it and you have to let it go. You can't walk around pouting. You can't walk around feeling sorry for yourself. You celebrate with your team, and she does. So she's a competitor. She'll figure it out. And I'm glad Michaela Williams is at LSU playing for me.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, it's Reed. What was the last possession before Kalen's layup? What was that supposed to look like?
What you talking about? The one where Poet threw a bad pass to Flage on the left side, and Flage had to go run for it to try to throw it back in. We just talked
Yeah.
about that in the locker room. That was not clean. It was not a clean possession where we could really get something and be settled. I think KG, loose ball on the floor, gets it with 6.1 second and did what ballers do. You just duck your head and you go in there and make something happen. Had we done that in the first quarter and in the first half, we might not have been in that hole because what we do, you sit and you settle and think you're going to make a shot eventually, when at the end of the day, you got to get up in the paint and make stuff happen. And KG is our best dribble penetrator. And she knew the clock was winding down and just went in there. That was not clean at all. As I told them, when you see zones, that's not a magic play. Coach is going to call a timeout and say, if you do this, we're going to score. I've got about 6 quick hitters. I've got a couple of zone, main offenses. Okay. None of them really worked today. So at the end of the day, ballers honestly have to go make plays, whether that's in transition in the open floor, whether that's on the defensive end, whatever it is. And we did it out of desperation there in the last part of the game. Everybody wants to talk about, our post game. Well, if you look at our post game, we had 27 offensive boards and both post players had double doubles. They were battling in there. Morrow was double team. Every time she caught the ball, they came from the backside and doubled her. We'll help her with that, where she can face up more and find the open player. But for those 2 kids to have double doubles and our perimeter is supposed to be our strength, well, that was good for our team, because it'll help with confidence with the post play.
Do a couple more in here if there are any, guys.
Hey, Kim, it's Corey. Oh, sorry to whomever that was. Kim, at the point guard spot, I know you've never been married to the idea of like your point guard has to be a true scorer, but do you feel like in some of these games you might could use a couple of points from the point guard position?
I've got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 that could play the point. And I want you to do what you do well. Cheyenne's getting the first run at it. Cheyenne had 7 assists to no turnovers, but she's playing too conservative. I know you want to distribute the ball. That's part of your job as a quarterback out there, but you're passing up jumpers at the foul line. You're not penetrating. You're not making stuff happen. You're playing very conservative. Just go ball. And I guess you'd say I'm still learning a little bit about her every day. She has the mentality that I'm the last scorer out there, but at the end of the day, you can't have that mentality. You got to have a mentality that I'll score if you need me to, coach. I thought Poa's experience with the players she was on the floor with was big. Poa defensively got some, push off calls, and she was a lift for us there. I tried Miracle a couple times. She had 2 turnovers. She's just out of sync right now. But man, I just know what that kid can do for us defensively when she gets back in rhythm.
Hey, Coach, looking at the box score, Samaya, 16 points, 15 rebounds, looks like a pretty solid game. How did she play, and what have you seen out of her?
Well, I just said our 2 post players both had double doubles, and obviously they were double teaming Morrow, and it allowed Samaya to get some offensive boards. I think she had like 11, and I thought that she finished pretty good when she got those boards. It was a good day for Samaya. I thought she battled in there. She made her free throws. And against a zone, it's hard to get that many offensive boards, but I think I'd have to look at the film. I think when they came to double Morrow a lot, it allowed her to slip in there on that backside and get the misses.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Yeah, I think I need to end it so he gets the
You got
report.
my phones?
They're on that table right there.
One of these is yours, isn't it?
These ones are.
Hey, do you guys know what time you'll play on Wednesday?
I believe it's the same time.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
It'll be in my release later, though, for sure.
Do we have a rum drink count there, Grant?
No,
They did give me a
These are
bottle.
your phones are up there.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know.